Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Lesson number 29, Write Ragam for Music Therapy. Now, we had done so many chapters. Now, how to choose which raga for what particular condition? Few ragas I will talk about. We cannot do all the ragas. I will talk about the few ragas. Okay. So, as a music therapist, we normally start the patient with the Omkara, Akara, that is what we call it as the Nada Anusandhana. Based on the condition of the client is what the condition the client is undergoing. With the knowledge of ragas, the therapist suggests a set of swaras. Not necessary that immediately jump into the raga. First select the swaras according to the need of what is the root cause of the problem in the client. Okay. First you select the root cause and then see where is the symptom. Every root cause has a symptom. For example, if I had to say constipation, that is the root cause. Okay. That is at the lower part of the Swadhisthana chakra. But its symptom is experienced at the around this part of our head, our face, our head. Headache, irritation, not able to concentrate, even the taste, we lose taste, appetite, all these things as a symptom it happens. But what is the root cause? Constipation. That is the example I have given. So, we have to first select what is the root cause and where is the what swaras. As I just now we discussed about the swaras and chakras, no? So, keeping that in mind, what is the proper swara for the root cause we first select. Then we select what is the symptom and accordingly select that raga, that swara which is belong to that connected to the chakra. So, that is where. So, the swaras for the root cause, swara for the symptom and swara for the associated secondary symptoms. All these things we have to select. Then once we collect all the swaras, then we will see that it is forming a kind of raga. And which raga, which Melakarta raga it is fitting into, what Janya raga it can be. All these things we can, come to conclusion and then give it for the client, suggest for the client for the relief. Once we check the effect of the swaras on the client, then we can follow up with the suggestion of the ragas. So, first practice only the swaras, just like we have just done in the previous lesson, only the swaras from each chakra, whether it is ga or it is ma, we have to select and then only the swaras you practice with the client and then automatically we will come to conclusion which raga it can be, where this particular root causing what is the problem, where the root cause is, that chakra, which swara it is connected to, that swara in which raga it is the jiva swara or it is the main swaram. Then we can come to the conclusion what raga it can be. Now, what is how do you understand which is your fingerprint or musical fingerprint? That is always the raga towards you are always drawn in, you are attracted towards, especially if you are going for a kacheri, you think you are going for a music kacheri or the concert. The performer may sing many ragas, but one or two ragas will take you away from where you are sitting. You will, you feel that you are in the cloud along with the musical flow of the musical raga. That means that particular raga is synchronizing with your body pulsation. So that is your fingerprint raga. Now, another way is unconsciously, subconsciously, you start humming, especially when you are having bath or whether when you are cooking or you are doing any other work, without thinking, without planning, you break into humming some kind of music. Understand that, what raga it is. That is your body raga. How this body raga helps us? The body raga just works just like suppose you are physically tired and you have got lot of work to do. To boost your physical energy, what you do? Either you take a fruit juice or you take something which is health drink or something like that, which will boost your energy, physical energy. But if you are mentally tired and you have got lot of work to do where you have to involve your mind, the fingerprint raga will help. So, whatever when you are feel mentally you are doing work and you are tired, what you do is just after about, that's why even in the school 45 minutes is the period. After that, they take a break. Like that, our mind also can concentrate at the maximum for 40 to 45 minutes. It's by nature. So, we have to respect that. So, after 40 to 45 minutes, take a break. Have a glass of water. Sit under wherever you can get a fresh air, fresh light. Sit there and listen to your body raga. Close your eyes and try to sing, hum, whatever comes to your mind. And that will actually boost your mental strength, power. So that you can, again, it's more just like your phone when it runs out of power, when this thing is, the cell power is, battery is down. What you do? You put the you connect it to the power and get it charged, isn't it? So, it gets charged. Similarly, your body raga, your fingerprint musical thing, whatever is your raga, will work just like the charge. So, it will start charging you inside, internally. So, this is what your musical printout. So, sometimes even old movie songs, usually nowadays what we are listening to the movie songs, they are not based in one raga, they are in multiple ragas. So, you can't make out what ragam it is. Whereas, in earlier days, the old movie songs and all based on a proper ragas, and they will, so sometimes you feel like humming those ragas, those songs, and see what ragam it is based on, and that is what is connecting with you. It should connect with you. That is your body raga. That is your fingerprint, musical fingerprint. So, this raga really, if you identify, that will actually help you to understand the what is your body raga and how to use it for your own benefit. So, even sometimes astrological chart, because Rashi Ragam, everybody has got a Rashi. Rashi means what? The lunar. We in India, we follow the lunar, that is moon sign. Where is your nakshatra? That becomes your Rashi. And every Rashi has got a raga, and this has been given by Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar. So, which is given to me by my Guruji, Sri Kollegal Subramaniam Garu. So, that is also useful when you are Rashi Ragam. I have really worked with this and it is really done very good benefit, results, feedback. People are really said that it is really boosting their energy. So, every Rashi, every nakshatra pada, everything has got certain ragas or swaras. Even swaras are there. So, that also helps a lot. And whoever believes in, because I had done masters in Vedic astrology, so I suggest to people, if they are believing in astrology, then I suggest to them. If they don't believe in it, I don't force on that. So, that has to be very, carefully discussed about. And there is one more caution. What is it? That powerful ragas never suggest for young children or weak. Somebody is very weak, don't give them powerful raga. Very powerful raga will definitely have powerful vibration, and that small younger children, they are, what is actually sound what it does, it vibrates. So, small children, when they are hearing that, their hair like nerves which are very weak, growing nerves, they vibrate, and sometimes due to the heavy raga vibration, heavy swara vibration, it has to vibrate a lot, and that may harm the child, harm the weak nerve. So, you have to be very careful. Then that is what normally, even in our Indian custom, when the baby is put in the jhula, what they say, the cradle ceremony, some people will come, I want to sing, or other family members will say, why don't you sing song for our children, our child who is newborn child, as a blessing and all. So, if they are singing heavy raga, immediately I suggest to the mother, just take the baby, tell others if they want to ask question, why you are taking, you just say that I have to feed the baby, or do some excuses, take the baby away, and so that it is not exposed directly to the heavy raga, vibration of the heavy raga. Because that time the child cannot, either it will start crying. If it is quite disturbing, then they cry. Similarly, even the seniors, so many seniors have come to me for therapy. The younger generation of the family, what they do is, they play heavy metals, heavy metal songs, rock songs. These old people, they are not able to take that, they close their ears, but still it hurts them. Their BP goes high, they get headache, and they don't know what to do. They come to me for therapy. Then I talk to the younger generation people that please have consideration for the senior member of your family. Respect their need. Just when you want to listen to that, okay, listen. Later on you will also suffer because of the heavy rock sound. There should be a limit for the sound to go inside your brain waves. But okay, you want to listen to it, but make sure the senior member of the family are not affected by that. So, this is where we have to be very, very careful. So, the idea of any application of raga is to enhance wellness, not to overpower anyone. Okay, now we will let us see an example. Suppose a person is suffering from depression. Which raga you will choose? It depends. For sure, you have to work with the Anahata Chakra, because Anahata Chakra is where the depression root cause is there. So, the raga which has a strong Madhyama Prayogam, where the Madhyama Swara is quite strong, or the Jiva Swara, or the Raga Chaya Swara. But how strong should be the Madhyama? Look at the degree of the problem. If the depression is caused by simple depression, is what is the lower level, I always say, failure in the exam. So, it is something which can be overcome within weeks. It may be first shocking for the child that how I failed, but after counseling or talking to the child and giving therapy, next exam they will definitely do very well and come out of the depression. So, don't use Pratimadhyama raga. It is better to use simple like ragas like Hindolam or Madhyamavati, like that ragas. Sari ma pa ni sa Madhyamavati. sa ni pa ma re sa. Or Hindolam, sa ga ma da ni sa ni da ma ga sa. They are Shuddha Madhyama Raga, very light ragas which can be useful for such depression case. Now a relationship, second level, relationship breaker. There is a failure in love affair, or some you have lost some money, some friend, your partner in your job, in your firm, the partner left or ditched you, something has happened. Then Shuddha Madhyama Pradhana Ragas may be used, where Shuddha Madhyamam is the ruling Swaram. Understood? So Shuddha Madhyamam, you can even use Shankara Varnam. Sari Gama Padani sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa. Very useful. So this, what happens, this will give you very good handling, you can manage this kind of depression. Next, an adult, may be a college graduate, but more mature love affair, can go to ragas like Begada, where the Madhyamam is between Shuddha Madhyamam and Prati Madhyamam. Begada Madhyamam is very peculiar, it is ma ga ri sa ma. The ma is nor a Prati Madhyamam nor a Shuddha Madhyamam. It is in between. We call it as the Begada Madhyamam. So this is where we can use it for your third degree, where that what we say, love affair has been failed, or you have put in share money and you have lost everything, you got cheated and all those things. But and also where sometimes adult love problems, especially divorce, has happened. Definitely a person will go through some kind of depression. There more like a Pratimadhyama Ragam, Kalyani. Sari Gama Padani sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa. Beautiful Ragam for your Pratimadhyama Ragam to handle that kind of a situation. So you can feel Mecha Kalyani, which is equal to Yaman, Rag Yaman of in the Hindustani music. It is very strong Pratimadhyama, which can also help you very much. Any Pratimadhyama Ragam like Mecha Kalyani or Shanmugapriya or Pantuvarali, which is also known as Kamavardhini. Such ragas can also help a lot here. So even more severe cases of depression, say about from between the age of 40 to 50 years, old woman whose husband is having outside marriage, some other affair, or someone is facing the death of a child. Very, very painful. When the elders are living and they are grown up children, sometimes something goes wrong and they die. It's very difficult for the parents. I have seen such cases. The children, after the children lost, the parents, they become completely almost like, they are living but namesake living. There is a big vacuum in their life. For them, ragas like Varali, where Pratimadhyam perhaps is the strongest, because Varali Madhyamam is much more stronger. So even higher than frequency of the Pratimadhyama. So there are, ragas like this for various kinds of, various levels of, we can say that depression. So we cannot say that depression means raga for this depression. Generalize, we can never do. We have to see what is the cause of the depression, what level of the depression they are suffering with. Can you imagine a child who is failed in the exam, that depression, and somebody who lost their own grown-up child, is that depression, is that both same level? It's not, no. Somebody losing all their full, what all they are earned in the throughout the life, and they are just lost it in the share or somewhere investment, wrong investment. Is that the same? The failure can be overcome. The child can study very well, appear again for the second time exam and can over. But somebody who has lost their whole life saving, to get it back, it may take years, or they may not get it again. So that is a more severe case. So we cannot put all depression under same category. It's not that, one size fits all. So it is all we have to go through the different level and understand what kind of raga, which swara should be more prominent, and then use the raga. Abhogi or Arabhi, we have to understand. Using the senses, we get a clue. For blood pressure, the sound of C touching the musical stone, avoiding salt, oil, spicy and food also is very, prescribed by the doctors. And blood pressure requires a calming sound in music therapy as well. So, more like something like abhogi may work, because we know abhogi, how it goes. Sari ga ma da sa sa da ma ga ri sa, very calming. Whereas Arabi, sari ma pa da sa sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa. Don't you feel that Arabi is strong, swaras are more stronger, whereas abhogi is sari ga ma da sa sa da ma ga ri sa. It's more like a virakti bhava, abhogi. So what happens? It easily brings down the calming effect. When it can give, the blood pressure can come down. So towards the end of life, normally I suggest abhogi for the senior citizens, especially when they are lonely. All the their life scenes, everything what happened in their life as when they were younger people, when they had their own family along with them, and they were earning, they were going for work, and even the ladies were more active in the house, all that. But once the children are grown up and they have find their own life, they have gone away. So these people are left alone. So what happens? They get that a kind of, I am alone, nobody cares for me, I am good for nothing, I got no work. All these things, unnecessarily bhavas will come into them, emotions come into them, and that will definitely have an impact on the physical issue. Either their chronic diseases just like diabetes, that will go up, their BP may go up, the thyroid reading may go up. All these things happen. This is, I have seen, personally I have seen all these things happening. So I have seen giving them more calming ragas, just like abhogi, which has got the virakti bhava. That is, slowly come out of it. You are done your duty towards your children, you are done with it, now you live your life. Don't worry about them, it's their life. Whatever it is, however they are living, it's their life. Now concentrate how you are going to lead your life. Enjoy. That's why find friend of your own age group, and more music, singing, listening to more music, more art forms, drawing, painting. All these things are stress busters. They really help a lot of them. Yes, dance may be very difficult after certain age, but still people, like many people who are even at 90s, they can dance. But yes, that has got a limitations. So very useful to induce detachment. If older people have BP, then they are still showing angry attachment and are bearing grudges. See, I did so much for my child and now I am in left alone, nobody bothers about me. All these grudges come. Don't think about all that. They can use abhogi to bring a sense of detachment and peace. It works very well at the shunyam. What is the shunyam? A place between the solar plexus and the heart. This place, here it is the shunyam. So, for achieving detachment, this is very good. In ancient India, the medieval India, even leading up to the modern period, there was lot of meaning behind why certain things was done. There were not random choices. The lifestyle was structured in such a way that was ideal for the body, mind and soul. Till the most recent period, where influences of West have changed our way, day to day routine, lifestyle, our traditions were still followed vigorously. A lot of people, the young generation, they are following lot of Western style of life. But our roots are very strong. Our ancient roots are very strong. So, they sometime in their life, they realize and they look for their ancient roots, practices. And especially after the lockdown period, the COVID period, many, even including the Westerners, has come back to our Indian style of life, what we are practicing. I was contacted so many times, what music, what practice we should do, all these things. That's why this is true of music as well. It is not coincidental that Sri Purandaradasa devised a method for early lessons in Carnatic music. What was the early this thing? To start the learning music by 4 and 5 years old. Then what raga he prescribed? Maya Malagola, which is appropriate for the proper growth of the child and balances all the chakras. Okay, so there was a method, there was a procedure. So everything was followed in scientific method. There was lot of science. Why is Maya Malagola introduced? That is, I can't give all the details at present, but it is very appropriate. The selection of the raga was very appropriate for the child who is going to start at the age of 4 or 5 the music lessons. And similarly, once the balancing of the chakras happened, what is the next Geetams what we find? Shri Purandaradasa, he has mentioned Malahari. What is Malahari? As the name says, Mala means toxins, Hari means removal, toxin removal. By the time the child reaches by the age of 7 or 8, they come to the Geetam if they start their music by 5 age. So, by the time the secondary growth starts in the child, every 7 is a turning point in our life. 0 to 7, 0 to 7 in the sense when the child is from the time of child's birth to various growth, crawling, standing, walking, all this running, all these things happen by the time they are 4 or 5. By the time they are 6, slowly the change starts. How it changes starts? With the milk tooth falling and a permanent tooth coming. With that, their thinking process starts. They start becoming independent. They are thinking, till that they will listen to whatever Amma is saying, Appa is saying. What parents are saying, they obey quietly. But after that, they will start practicing their own choices. I don't want those all the time. I want Maggie. I want that. I want this. Like that, they will make choices. I don't want like this color. I want that color dress. So, all these things they will start practicing after the age of 6 or 7. So, that time, even when the musically, if they are going through the musical lessons, Malahari Ragam, they come to the Geetams, not 1 or 2, 4 Malahari Geetams. Sangeeta Pitamaha, Purandaradasa, he has written. He is not simply given the title of Sangeeta Pitamaha. He has got so much science. The way he has, formulated the lessons. Great Mahan. So the Malahari Geetams, that helps them to purify their body, their bodies, their even emotions, because emotions also will start getting activated once the milk tooth is replaced with the permanent tooth. So normally middle body growth, what we say personality development, their own character, 7 to 14 is the age when they form their own character, their own personality. I like this, I don't like this, I like to read this kind of a book, I want to wear this kind of a dress. All these things will come. And for that, as you know, Rudolf Steiner, who is one of the German doctor come school doctor, plus he is also a teacher and also completely musically tuned person. He mentioned about the usage. He said that 7 to 14 years old children should be exposed to the pentatonic scale. What is pentatonic? Pentatonic means Audava, 5 notes, and that's we got very, very popular raga with us. What is that? Mohanam. Sarigapada sa da gari sa. So beautifully, even Sri Purandaradasa, after Malahari Ragam, he has given Baraveena Mrudu Pani. See, Mohana Ragam. This is what I say, no, the way he has formulated our lessons, very highly scientific, very suitable for the human body growth. So there are many clues to be had from our music itself. Now look for the clues in the Sahitya, lyrics of the songs in this raga. Sri Muthuswami Dikshitar used lyrics that described God's form and manifestation. Sri Tyagaraja used Sahitya to describe day-to-day life problems, and his lyrics are very suitable for therapy. Like, the popular composition in Ragam Vasanta. Sitam Mayam Sitam Mayam. What was the outcome of his emotion when Maharaja sent the costly jewelries and silk clothes and that and this and all? His brother and brother's wife and his own wife, they were very much attracted towards all the gifts. But when Sri Tyagaraja Swami came back from out, he went out, and when he came to his house, he saw that, what is this? They are all, falling for this. Immediately he asked the Raja's soldiers to take all of them. And when the brother said, no, we don't, don't want to have any relationship with you. You can't earn, but something has come in because of your singing, because of your talent, and you are saying, no, we don't want this, we don't want your relationship. So the brother and brother's wife went away, and his wife went and locked herself inside the room. That time his Manasa said, what is this? Nobody is with us. So he said, no, Sitamma Mayamma, Sri Ramudu Maku Tandri. Oh Manasa, he is telling to his Manasa that, they are there for us. You have Lakshmana, Bharata as Sahodaralu. So that is what his lyrics, so much therapy. He's using therapy. And again, when he said that Nidhi Chala Sukama, Ramuni Sannidhi Chala Sukama, He went and fell on the Sannidhi of Rama and said, why these people are after this material, attraction? For me, your Sannidhi is more Sukham. See, this is what is more therapeutic. Lyrics he has in the day-to-day life problems. So, this is what is our lesson for how to select the ragas and the proper music.
Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.